Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sportsbook Network. Welcome to X. Hope everyone is doing well. Obviously, we're here to do the Champions League match reaction for last night's game. Sporting Lisbon 1, Arsenal 5. That is what I have been wanting. Best performance for me under Arteta away, easily. Just sublime. I can comment regarding Lisbon as well. Lisbon, that wasn't the greatest first half, and it wasn't. The second half much better. Both teams went for it. You'll see it in the stats. It was just a really good, entertaining game of football, and obviously great for us because obviously we demolished Sporting Lisbon, who I did think would put up a way better fight than what they did. Big up to Chris. Hope you're well too, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're. Team does well tonight. I don't think this result happens under Amorim, but Arsenal best performance of the season, 100%, mate, 100% to both as well. Even the commentators were commenting on it before the game that the atmosphere wasn't there. And to be honest, if the players lose the fans for whatever reason, it's a weird one, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly, and that's the most important thing. Instead of doing what we normally do, where an injured animal would just go, "Oh, okay, we'll still feel sorry for you. We'll just play defensively." We went for it. We went for the jugular, which was fantastic. Evening to Terry. Was that Victor Sonogo or Parch? It wasn't great for him, was it? Saliba dealt with him very well, but yeah, it wasn't. You can see the threat from him, but we just managed him very well, and we just managed Sporting Lisbon very well last night. If we're honest, it was such a good performance by Arsenal. It's still, yeah, mate, 100%. Who would not take some of their players? I would easily take a couple of their players straight away, without question. And put him in my squad right now. Right, so obviously Inacio scored a goal just after half time for Sporting. Martinelli started it off. Havertz, Gabriel, Saka, who had an amazing game, and Trossard obviously finished. Just honestly, just the whole game just so damn good, so entertaining. I loved it. It was so good. Obviously, I was very downbeat about what I expected, but it's only because that's what I've been used to in the past few games. It's just been really mediocre. So to have that performance last night, fantastic, absolutely fantastic performance from Arsenal. And I'm, there's only going to be one player that I'm not going to give a high rating for. But you know me, I'm always honest. I'm never just going to go, oh, everyone gets a 10. Everyone. No, I'm not. There's always criticism when it comes to me. I'll find it. But it's just me being honest. I have to be honest with what I saw. But last night, fantastic game. I'm well saving my voice after doing almost 2-hour tournament preview and predictions. Oh my god, mate. Oh my god. Arsenal also backed. Yeah, they did. It was very similar. Obviously, Forest were awful. Lisbon were not good in the first half. They were much better in the second half. And obviously they were going for it. And obviously we just opened the book because they were trying to get back into the game. But yeah, overall, I'm happy. Now we've got to take on West Ham at the weekend. That's going to be a big one because obviously the West Ham players and Lopetegui is obviously under pressure as well. So that's going to be a different type of challenge at the weekend. So we'll have to see what happens. I don't know what to make of the game tonight. I feel City on Sunday, the big game for us. We are fine in Champions League regardless of the result tonight, but I want to get something tonight, win or draw. Yeah, it's going to be interesting what Arne Slot does, isn't it? Let's be honest. Real Madrid always our nemesis. That's why I want win or draw. Yeah, I get that. Look, all Liverpool fans will want to win, won't they? Or at least good performance. But yeah, look, bigger games at the weekend. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does, like squad rotation, if he does a squad rotation at all. But be interesting what it picks tonight, but it'll be a very good game, I would have assumed, against Real Madrid. So yeah, that was the scores. There was the scorers. But yeah, Saka just brilliant. The header by Gabriel for me was actually my favourite. If I'm honest, Martinelli, Havertz, that was just good teamwork, good building up. But the Gabriel header was just sublime. Set beat, I love the way he heads. He really is just proper old school header from a corner. Love it. Well done, Nicholas, for doing that. Right, so match stats. There is quite a lot of match stats. I have bunked up the details for matches now because it's all relevant, to be fair. Maybe not for some people, but it is all quite relevant for when I do it anyway. Possession, 52% for Sporting, 48 for Arsenal, 19 shots for Sporting, 13 shots for Arsenal, 8 on target for Sporting, 9 shots on target for Arsenal. It was just a great game. 8 corners, 3 corners for us. Final third phase, look at this, both over 80%, incredible numbers, 85% for Sporting and 81 for Arsenal. It's just honestly such a good game of football. XG stats, XG for Sporting was 1.05, for Arsenal 3.89. From open play it was 0.67 for Sporting, 2.88 for Arsenal. From the set plays it was 0.38 for Sporting, 0.21 for Arsenal. There is an XG penalty, 0.79 for Saka's penalty, and obviously 0 for Sporting because they didn't get one. 2.89 XG on target for Sporting, 4.29 for Arsenal. It was just good quality football last night. It was absolutely incredible. I loved it. Duels, 51% for Arsenal, obviously 49 for Sporting. So we did win the duel contest. Ground duels, however, they were slightly stronger. Aerial duels is where we dominated them. Perfect dribbles. So this is basically the reason I put perfect is because I couldn't fit successful in it. So I've just renamed it perfect dribbles. It is successful dribbles. 35% for Sporting, 38 for the Arsenal. Passes, 497 for Sporting, 458 for Arsenal. Accuracy was 90% for Sporting, sublime. 88 for Arsenal, still sublime. Own half passing for Sporting was 258, 178 for us. This is where it differs. They had less passing in the opposition half compared to us. We did it more than we did in our own half, which just tells you everything about how the game was played last night. Accuracy from long balls was 63% for Sporting, 50 for Arsenal, 33% accuracy in crosses, and 44 for Arsenal. Touches in the opposition box was 21 for Sporting, 36 for Arsenal. This was the starting lineup. And before I go through it, because obviously I will start doing ratings in a minute. Let's have a quick look. Trent back in training yesterday. What a coincidence. Don't like timing, but we all know why. 100%. City shouldn't lost 4-1 at Sporting. Don't forget City had chances, so not shot. There was goals. 100%. The wonderful XG stats. Yeah. It's great for me. I have to be. I love all the stats. It's stats. Yeah, I enjoy it. I know a lot of people don't. I'm sorry. Gabriel was my man of the match with Timber and Party very close to getting it through. Everyone was good apart from Chris. You know how I was going to say there's only one player that's not going to get a good rating tonight. Calafiori is the player. It's the only one I'm a little bit not happy with, which is a coincidence because I've mentioned this a few times today. And they were like, what? So I'm glad you've backed me up. You're not the only one, because obviously you're a non-biased fan as well. So I'm glad you've backed me up on this, because a lot of people go, what you on about? I said, well, Calafiori, for me, wasn't that great last night. I just thought he just wasn't great. But yeah. It's weird that you said it as well. McLaren will allow Norris and Piastri to race each other next season. I'm not sure that's good for the team, to be honest. Both wanting priority could be another Hamilton and Rosberg. Yeah. That's a. I wonder what that's about. Though. I like it, but I don't like it. If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I want Norris to win it. But yeah, I don't. I wonder if they know something that we don't know. Like, is Norris considering leaving? I don't know. But anyway, Calafiori was that was what I said. And they were like, what? Yeah, I thought he was. He actually got a nutmegged a couple of times, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, for me, it's not like he's going to get a 4 or anything like that. It's 6, but it's just he didn't look very good last night. And look, some of our players don't look good sometimes, and that's fine. I'm not going to have an agenda about it. For me, he just wasn't that good. But there we go. Right. So anyway, this was the starting line that Arteta picked. Absolutely zero issues with it. Very happy with it, to be honest. So it was Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. I'll be honest, my man of the match does go to Raya. I think Raya made some absolutely incredible saves. Hillman, the shot from him was incredible because that was through loads of players as well. Hillman was actually placing it. And Raya just did an amazing save. I honestly do think if a couple of those went in, that game could have gone literally anywhere. Could have gone 6-5. Honestly, I think Raya is very underrated for last night's game because of obviously we talk about Odegaard, and that's fine. People seem to have this obsession with it. That's fine. But Raya, for me, gets my man of the match because I thought he was incredible. Timber gets an 8. I thought he was very good last night. Saliba gets I'm going to give him an 8. I just felt he dealt with Gyökeres very well. Gabriel gets an 8 easily. Calafiori, as I said, gets a 6. Thomas Partey, 8 again. Odegaard, Rice gets an 8. You know what? Odegaard gets an 8 as well. I thought the midfield was brilliant yesterday. Moving on to Saka, 9, but doesn't get man of the match just because I've given it to Raya. Martinelli gets an 8. I thought he did very well last night. And Havertz gets an 8. So it's literally just Calafiori I just was not that impressed with. But yeah, I think Mark Webber, manager of Piastri, wants the best for Piastri, and Piastri may be getting fed up of helping Norris and drivers when didn't matter in the end. Yeah, definitely. It's toxic allowing teammates to race each other and unnecessarily and lose points because of it. Yes, because they will clash at some point. Not on purpose, obviously, but it's going to happen. They're very good cars, very good drivers, but a crash is unfortunately going to happen. I just don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't agree with like having a 1 or 2 driver, but someone needs to be given the priority, even if it was Piastri. Right, obviously, if Piastri was leading it or whatever, don't allow Norris to overtake because he's number one driver. But also, kind of don't push it too far where you're damaging your tires and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you kind of got to be careful sometimes. Big up to Temi saying team ratings are all defenders 8, Gabriel man of the match 100, all midfielders 9, Odozil 10, Saka 9, Martinelli 8, Ghostfurts 8, Subs 7, Arteta 9. I get that. Yeah. So yeah, that's the starting lineup. We'll start with Subs. Marino. I don't know what to say. He came on. Yeah. He came onto the pitch. There you go. So he gets a 6 because he came onto the pitch. I've literally got nothing to say about his performance. Nothing positive, nothing negative. I just don't get it. So yeah, 6. Sorry, Marino. Trossard, 7. Yeah, he gets a 7. I'm gonna have to be honest. 7 for Trossard. I thought that was better. It wasn't great, but it was better. Zinni came on for long enough to get a rating. 6. Just because literally I've got this. Yeah. Waneri, 6 again. To be honest, didn't do much last night. And Kivior came on. So yeah. We'll move on to Arteta in a minute. Let's just move on to some comments quickly. Yeah, don't want another Hungary when Norris was leading comfortably, but Piastri was quicker than him. Yeah, all you're doing is just damaging both your cars, really. Marino is getting better. He is, but to be honest, yes, he got the assist for Trossard, but he doesn't do much. Maybe that's a good thing sometimes. You just don't notice him, but I need to notice him. I'll be honest. Lando said he realised too late he was in the title fight, which I found very interesting. So McLaren had a title challenger and the driver wasn't ready. Yeah, mentally he wasn't ready, was he? Marino assists for Trossard goal. Marino is getting way more comfortable and settled. He's a good striker. Oh, he got a beautiful strike on the ball. Look, like I've always said, this is not an agenda. I love Marino. I think he's a very good player. Loved him in the Spanish team. Loved him in the Sociedad team. I'm just not getting it at the moment. I'm just not. I'm just not sure how it fits in with us. I need to. Obviously, it's still going to take time to settle into the team, but yeah, I'm just not getting it right now, and that's my problem. Obviously, he had a good game at the weekend against Forest. He did nothing wrong last night. I'm just not getting it. It's like having a Lamborghini car and then putting some Ford Escort window wipers on the car. I'm just not getting it. Sorry, I know it's a weird analogy, but big up to Scott saying Arteta needs to find a solution to play this football when Odegaard is missing, even if it's half of Odegaard. Scott, 100% agree. Waneri was the person that should have just come in, because I guarantee you we would not have been missing Odegaard, because Waneri is a fantastic player. I'm not saying we as fans are not trusting him. Arteta's not trusting him enough. We all know there's quality in there. A lot of the back room at Arsenal also know that the quality's there. Arteta is just trying to be very, very careful. There's no reason for it, because Ethan is not a kid. Yes, he's 17, but he's not a kid. He is a very, very mature young lad. He will be absolutely fine. There is no doubt, in my opinion. So yeah, I think we need to trust Waneri way more. This season was preparing for challenge for Norris. Next season is the season where McLaren will be like Mercedes with Lewis and Rosberg. I can't stand Nico Rosberg. The only reason I don't like Nico Rosberg, I just don't like the way he went out of the sport. I never liked him as a driver too much, but when you go and win a title and then retire, I hate that. I really, I find that so slimy. Really do. I know we're getting onto F1 here, but honestly, that Nico Rosberg, I hated it. I really do. I really hate the fact that he won the title and then went, I'm retiring. Sod off. Give your title back then. I just found that really horrible. I really did. I'm sorry. It really knocked me off, he did. Right, Mikel. To be honest, he's got to get a 9. There's literally nothing he did wrong last night. Everyone knows, before anyone says, oh, why are you not giving him a 10? Everyone knows why he did not get a 10. Someone came on and at left back. He would have got a 10 if he didn't come on. Or if he came on and went in midfield, but he doesn't. He come on to left back. So yeah, he could have got 10 last night. Only father and son champions duo though, quite an achievement. Oh, don't get me wrong, yeah, but do you know what I mean, BX? It's not like he was old. This, if Roman Grosjean had won the title, I guarantee he would not have retired. Right, he would have been absolutely shit the following season, guarantee it. But no, but you just don't quit after you've won something. Uh, what if Steve scores a winning goal in the Champions League final for us, Bobby? I will say thank you very much. Thank you for giving me an absolutely amazing night. Now, please leave the Big Brother house. I still want him to go. Look, if we started playing him in midfield, I've got zero issues with Zinni. But we're playing him at left back. He's not a left back. Stop playing him at left back because he's not a left back. But yeah, he left. He left in his prime understep. The thing is, BX, right? If he had left in his prime and we never saw him again, I'd have zero issues. Okay. But he decided to stay in the sport and then talk absolute drivel for commentators and stuff like that. I just bugger off. If you don't want to be in the sport, bugger off. Go wherever you want to go and just bugger off. Seriously. Yeah, but yeah, he relinquished the right to sport the number 1 on his livery, which I found very disappointing. Yes. Turned out to be an easy game. It did, my friend. It did. Big up to Colm. Hope Sheffield is lovely this evening. Need to keep Saka fit. His form and performances are insane at the moment. Oh, mate, he was sublime last night. Absolutely sublime. I love him. It just makes me smile. And it feels like he's been told to just release some of the restraints that he has sometimes, because he is properly going for it in pretty much every game now. And I'm loving it. I really am. He's so good, so intelligent. And he is an intelligent young man, to be fair, off the pitch as well. But his football intelligence is incredible. He just makes me smile, and Arsenal made me smile last night, and I haven't done that for a while. So I'm glad they have, because it was a very, very good win. But yeah, look, we're not going to be in the top 8 after tonight's games. I'm sure we'll probably fall down to about 9th after tonight, but we're up there. We've got the chance to at least get into the top 8, so then we don't have to play those extra games later on. Sheffield is cold. Donny is cold also. Commuting now between the two. Gotcha. No, mate. Go and stay warm though. But I will be back at the either Friday or Saturday. I've not heard from Brenny yet regarding if Tabs can come and do the West Ham preview. But I will be doing a West Ham preview at some point. You know me. The watch along will be Saturday night. And also the reaction will be Saturday night. I don't know what I'm doing Sunday yet, if I'm honest. We'll wait and see. I think Arteta is just being really patient with Waneri because the expectations are too high for a kid at 17. Throw him in too soon, it might break his progress. I get that, but I'll be honest, there are people that definitely disagree with him behind the scenes at Arsenal now. And we're getting the next one ready. Because Max Doman is going to be playing in a first team match with our first teamers behind closed doors to see how he's. To see how he is. He is currently 14. He's turning 15. But yeah, Max Doman. I've said to the group WhatsApp that I expect Max possibly to make a debut this season, if I'm honest. Only like a couple of minutes, like what we did with Waneri, but I can see Max Doman possibly getting a debut this season, which would be lovely because I do think Max is definitely. I would actually probably say that Max has got the. Yeah, I honestly do think he's going to be a top player for Arsenal in future. As long as we manage him well, I can see him being one of the best players that's come through Hale End. I'll be honest. He's incredible. Really is. I just hope he keeps progressing. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, BX. I knew you on about Waneri. All I would say is look out for Max. Max Doman, 14-year-old midfielder. Really, really good young lad. Can we just take a moment to laugh at City? I can't. I'll get in trouble. I mean, don't worry, mate. I knew what you were on about. Right, guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Yeah, I'll see you either Friday or Saturday. But either way, I will be back. Oh, sorry. What's your opinion on delay at Ipswich? What's your opinion on Ipswich? Oh, now you just put. Okay, I was thinking what? Rory, not Rory. So yeah, Liam Delap. I like Liam Delap. For people that don't know, his dad was Rory. Yes, the man that could throw. But yeah, Liam is quality. I don't know what his potential is yet, but there's just something I hope he progresses. I really do. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from him. I think he will be at a top club. Would I take a punt on him? I don't know yet. Ask me again in a year. But yeah, ask me again in a year, I think. Timber is our right back since Laurent. Yeah. Well, I don't know because Ben White is, for me, Ben White's my number one, as you know, Tem. But Timber is sublime, and the fact that he can do both left and right as well. That lad we got from you might get minutes for us either Thursday or the weekend. Yeah, Obi Martin. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thanks for that, Tom. That's just cheer me up. No end. Current back five is vital to any. Oh, 100%. And currently, our back five is looking really, really good. It's a shame, obviously, Ben White's out, but we have got Timber. As long as we can keep Timber. The man who could take a throwing at Stoke and it get headed in at the San Siro. Yes, that is Liam's dad. But yes, guys, take it easy. I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.